I love Jessica Jones. I feel like she is such a valuable utility and support character in Marvel Strike Force, and I've seen a lot of hate for Jessica Jones over the last month on Reddit, on Discord, all over the place. There are some people that are not on that Jessica Jones hype train, and hopefully, with today's video, I'm going to show you one of my Infinite Blitz teams, because we have 5 teams at the moment that are sustaining almost 100% win rate at the very, very top end of the 4 times multiplier, and I'm going to show you and explain kind of the theory behind the team, and also the theory behind building a good team that revolves around Jessica Jones and the support. So, we're going to start with the fundamentals here. What makes Jessica Jones such an amazing character? And it's pretty much summarized by her second ability, which is an energy lottery. So when this is fully upgraded, and this is the only one of her abilities that I've fully upgraded, and to be honest, you know, realistically, the only ability that you need to upgrade if you want to take Jessica Jones into the mix, so it clears all negative effects from self, clears 3 negative effects from allies, and generates 1 ability energy to 4 random allies. So she has thrown out a ton of energy. It's an energy lottery, and multiple energy, from my experience playing this character, can go into one character to suddenly supercharge an ultimate ability. So the basic objective when you're playing Jessica Jones is you want a team that aligns with her turn, so that when she fires off this on turn 1, every single character is moving closer to an ultimate ability that is really going to significantly impact the fight. So that's kind of the basic stuff around Jessica Jones, is you want characters that don't immediately start with their ultimate abilities or get it on the second turn, so that every single energy point that lands is going to move the fight forward in a significantly effective way. And you would be surprised how effective throwing out 4 ability energy is. It is very, very good. So that's kind of the main thing in terms of what makes Jessica Jones valuable. Additionally, she has her basic attack, which can throw out even more ability energy. So attacks the primary target for damage, plus has a 50% chance for a bonus attack, and both attacks have a 50% chance to gain 1 ability energy on each attack for Jessica Jones herself. And I believe this also can throw out random ability energy to other characters as well, but it's very rare in fights that you tend to end up using this one anyway. But yeah, again, this just helps to supercharge the second ability energy, even if it does land on Jessica Jones as well, which gives you more to distribute as well. And then we have Jessica Jones' ultimate, which attacks the primary target for 240% damage and clears 2 positive effects. So this usually lines up pretty well with like getting through like a Captain America or also a Drax when it comes to the majority of Blitz matchups, which can be very, very helpful in the right scenario. And her passive as well gives a little bit more resistance to all allies and a chunk of additional resistance to city allies. But resistance, it's not super reliable, but hey, it's just it's a nice little bonus, but she could have a bit of a better passive going on. However, in terms of Jessica Jones' base resistance, you might have noticed if you've ever tried to crowd control a Jessica Jones, it is almost impossible. It's so hard to get anything to stick to Jessica Jones. She is really, really resistant to any crowd control, which is quite good, because it means that almost always she's going to have a turn where she can do stuff. I cannot remember like any time recently in memory that Jessica Jones got a debuff. Like, she is very, very strong when it comes to that. So in terms of the team that I've built around Jessica Jones, because I have been doing a lot of shuffling with my Blitz teams recently, because we did the last iteration of the Infinite Blitz teams like a couple of months ago, but with the introduction of new characters, I've really been moving stuff around to see what tweaks I can make to get the win rate, you know, as close to 100% as I possibly can. So this is the one that we've been using at the moment. We have Korath, we've got Hawkeye, we've got Quake, we've got Hand Sentry, and Jessica Jones, and again, the objective when it comes to endgame Blitz is to make as many teams as possible that can sustain wins at the end of the 4 times multiplier. So that's the overall objective. It's not about making an A team, it's about making a lot of teams that can win, and this one works very, very well. So you're going to see in terms of the lineup, when it gets around to Jessica Jones' turn, the ability energy is either going to go into Korath for another ultimate shot, Hand Sentry for another smoke bomb, either Hawkeye or Quake, which gets Hawkeye closer to his area effect blind, Quake closer to her Earthquake ultimate. So any single point, any opportunity where the energy lands, it moves the team forward to a huge benefit. It's really, really beneficial in this matchup. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I felt like I've been talking a little bit too much, and we have exactly the same team over and over again, which is arguably one of the top meta teams at the moment. So let's try and demolish through this one. We've got a Black Widow, a Gamora, a Yondu, and also a Quake to deal with here. So for this one, because we have a way to get around the Yondu, the focus becomes on single targeting the Quake before she can get slow off on the team. So we're going to go into Quake there. We're going to put the Smoke Bomb on Hand Sentry, and we are going to apply the slow, I think, to the left-hand side, just so we have a little bit more time to nuke into Quake here, and hopefully get Yondu down as well. But yeah, throwing out that ability energy, 3 of it went to Hand Sentry, so if he survives for another turn, which unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to. That is so incredibly annoying. It went in arguably the worst place there, but we also got 1 ability energy in Hawkeye as well, which allows us to get the blind off. Actually, it was 1 ability energy, maybe in Quake instead? Yeah, I think we just got the ultimate off on Quake, which is super, super decent there. However, we are going to use Jessica Jones' Dispel now to mitigate some more damage off Gamora, get rid of that offense up and also defense up. And let's throw off the blind now. Who are we going to target that at? Should we go for Quake? Now let's go for that. Hopefully it hits both Quake and Gamora there. And now, who do we want to get down? I maybe should have targeted Gamora, actually, but it is a bit of a RNG fiesta. Certainly when it comes to that blind. And let's go ahead and quickly unplug this as well. We're going to throw Quake's area of effect over to the left-hand side. And hopefully we can get some nice ability energy and get Black Widow down there. And the little chip damage from Jessica Jones is also pretty decent, pretty viable there. But in terms of Jessica Jones' overall value for this fight, I don't think we got a huge amount out of her specifically. Because again, it is a bit of an RNG lottery. But unfortunately, with having the Black Widow matchup and the stun, like, yeah, we just didn't get that additional smoke bomb off Hand Sentry, so it was a massive pain in the ass. Like, the RNG was pretty much the worst place it could have fallen in that one. So yeah, that was very typical as soon as I record the first match there. But anyway, we are going to go in for matchup number 2 here. And who do we want to go against? Maybe this team? Yeah, I think we'll go for this one, because then we can nuke into the, Crossbones pretty quickly here and not have to worry about, Black Widow stunning my Hand Sentry again and making that super annoying. So, Drax, first turn. Let's go ahead and use the Dispel here, just so we can start nuking on the Crossbones as quickly as possible. And now let's use the stealth, get everybody in there, and we're going to apply the slow to Drax and Crossbones. Going to throw out the ability energy. We got 2 to Korath, 1 to Hawkeye, 1 to Quake, so I think next turn, actually, this allows us to get the Earthquake on Quake, and also the blind on Hawkeye out. So, yeah, unfortunately the blind didn't get too great a value there. It's only going to mitigate a little bit of the damage from Night Nurse, because again, this is a little bit of an RNG fiesta going on here. And I think for just the sake of mitigating even more damage, we're going to use the spell on Gamora there. Maybe it might have been an alright idea to attack into the Crossbones, just in hindsight. But I don't know, the Crossbones still wouldn't have died, would not have died actually, so maybe that wasn't the ideal play there. Unfortunately, the blind isn't going to do too much. So, no, we have no way of getting the Crossbones down now. That's super, super annoying, so we're just going to have to tank a detonate there. But luckily, we've also got the evade from Hand Sentry as well. We're just going to attack in single target there. And I think it's probably the best idea to try and get Wolverine down in this interval now. Get another smoke bomb from the Hand Sentry. And let's apply the slow again to the right-hand side. Slow down these lads here. Going to use the single target on Jessica Jones. And unfortunately, we've got that pesky combat lag coming back again. So I think after this match, we'll do a very, very quick restart of the game in hope that we can resolve that before the end of the video today. So let's go into Crossbones now with Korath's Force Taunt, just get as much damage, and throw out even more ability energy there. So we got 2 on Hawkeye. That's going to be another blind next turn as well. So yeah, you can definitely tell it in the right matchup. Again, I don't think blind is having an insane amount of value just with the the opponents that we have here, but in the right matchup, man, like getting crazy chain blinds off Hawkeye almost every other turn, if you are lucky with the ability energy, can be just absolutely game-changing there. And I found this team, you can see it's been very, very consistent so far in sustaining matchups, even without some of the best luck to start off with. So yeah, let's get that Night Nurse down. And there we go, 2 for 2 so far, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to see how far we can push this team after we restart the game. Because, yeah, we need to hopefully get rid of this combat lag. So be right back very quickly. We are back, and it's time to keep on climbing that Blitz ladder. We have, again, the Jessica Jones team with Hand Sentry, Hawkeye, Quake, and Korath. So, yeah, let's have a bit of a look at this next matchup. We have a Thanos, we've got a Daredevil, we've got a Wolverine, a Night Nurse, and also a Yondu. So our priority target to get down as soon as possible, ideally here, is the Yondu. If we can drop him before that Thanos taunt, then I feel like we should be in a fairly confident position to go ahead and win the game here. But still, I don't know, Hand Sentry is heavily mitigating the potential effectiveness as well of, what is it, Yondu's area of effect, because it's only going to hit him. However, here we're going to go for the snipe on Yondu and try and get him down with Jessica Jones's ultimate. Oh, mate, we got so badly screwed over there. Damn, that was absolutely tragic. So close. If I hadn't have been stingy and upgraded Jessica Jones's ultimate all the way up, then yeah, that Yondu would have been dead there. So that is entirely my bad. But there goes Yondu. And let's nuke into Thanos, because it's the only target that we can attack at the moment. Let's get some slow off for an additional turn. Throw out some more ability energy. So next turn we're going to have Korath's ultimate back again for some big damage there. Let's apply the blind. Hopefully it lands on Wolverine and also Thanos. Unfortunately it landed on Daredevil. Oh, so annoying. Okay, let's attack again back into Thanos. See if we can get him down. And how's Korath doing? He's got plenty of health, actually. So, yeah, we'll stay nuking on the Thanos here. One more smoke bomb just to seal the match off here. Because I think that's one of the things that really helps decide a lot of Blitz matches as well. And you really do notice this in Arena, is if Hand Sentry can get off his second smoke bomb, then you pretty much win the game. And that is one of the main functionalities and objectives of Jessica Jones here. However, we just got 2 more ability energy in Hawkeye. So next turn we can apply another blind just to seal this match off as well. Another Earthquake on Quake. Let's attack in, see where that ability energy goes. So right back to Korath, so we can use his ultimate again. Fire in on Hawkeye just for the basic. Another basic on Korath. Let's use the second on Quake. And there we go. Another matchup straight in the bag there, with Jessica Jones providing some very nice support. And let's move on to matchup number 4. And what do we have potentially available to us? Let's go for this one, because we have Captain America, we got Quake, we have Black Widow and Hawkeye. So this is a bit of a top meta one as well, in terms of what you know, one of the worst ones to face. But I think the absolute worst is in place of the Hawkeye, probably somebody like a Crossbones, I would say. However, this time we're going to go in and attack Quake. Yeah, Quake first turn is definitely who we go for. This Hand Sentry is mitigating Yondu. And we are going to apply the slow, I believe, to the right-hand side, so we can have more time to get Quake down. And let's throw out some ability energy and see where it lands. So we've got 2 in Hawkeye, which means next turn we can apply the blind, which is going to guarantee... well, hopefully it lands on Quake. That is what I'm hoping for. That's kind of the best possible outcome there. Right, we got Quake blinded, Black Widow blinded, and Yondu blinded. But I think Black Widow and Yondu next turn. Okay, so that completely invalidated Black Widow's turn there. I think Yondu's going to summon minions on his next turn. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. Right, we've got a bit more time with Quake. I'm thinking about who we can potentially get down in the opening that we have now. I think we should maybe go in for Black Widow. Absolutely fantastic. That early blind definitely helped us out quite a bit there. If we get another shot in the dark, we are sorted. Oh no, because he was slowed the Yaka arrow. Oh, that's amazing. Such great value. Such insane value from Hawkeye's blind there. Maybe this should have been the Hawkeye spotlight, but in combination with Jessica Jones, man, she allowed him to make it happen a turn early and set up that very awesome combo. So it's one of those things in Marvel Strike Force, like in every single match, there is so much happening, so many interactions between the characters. But also one thing, you know, if you've got this far in the video, Like, before Jessica Jones, I was actually running Kingpin in this team, and I was having, like, a fairly average win rate. I couldn't really get it above, like, 70%. I'd often die near the top, or just not really have a good chance. But since I switched in Jessica Jones, like, this team is almost unstoppable on the 4x multiplier. And it's really, really ridiculous how a very slight character adjustment has just led to such a phenomenal win rate. As you can see there, just absolutely butchered that one down. So that brings us to the end of the Jessica Jones gameplay and spotlight video. I really like the character. I think she has some very, very quirky uses, and I reckon there are going to be even more characters in the future that have some very, very hefty ultimate abilities, or abilities that's very beneficial to try and rush to on like the first or second turn, that are really going to swing the tide of an entire matchup. And when those characters come out, remember, your girl Jessica Jones is here for you. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.